Have you ever woken up in the morning, sat on the edge of your bed, and felt like your legs just weren't ready to move? Not because you were in pain, not because something dramatic happened overnight, but simply because your muscles felt weaker, slower, and less responsive than they used to be. If you are over 60, chances are you felt this at least once. And maybe, just maybe, you've brushed it off by saying, "Well, I'm just getting older. This is normal." But let me tell you something important right here at the start. This is not just normal aging. What you're feeling is your body quietly telling you that your muscles are slipping away, little by little, night after night. And unless you pay attention, unless you fuel your body in the right way before you go to bed, you could be waking up weaker tomorrow than you were today. This isn't meant to scare you, it's meant to empower you. Because the good news is, once you understand what's happening, you can fight back, you can take control, you can give your body what it needs to keep your muscles alive, active and strong, even well into your 70s, 80s and beyond. Here on Senior Wisdom, my goal is simple, to give you the tools and knowledge you need to stay strong, independent and full of life. And in today's video, we're going to dive into something that can make an enormous difference in your daily energy, your balance, your strength and even your independence, the foods you eat before bed. Now you might be wondering, why before bed? I thought nighttime was just about rest. And that's exactly the point. At night, when you're sleeping, your body is either repairing and rebuilding, or it's breaking down. If you go to bed without the right nutrients, your body doesn't have the building blocks to repair your muscles. And instead of waking up restored, you wake up weaker. This slow decline has a name. Doctors call it sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass that comes with age. And studies show that after 60, 1 in 3 adults already has some form of sarcopenia. Think about that for a moment. 1 in 3. That means if you're at a family gathering and there are 3 people over 60 in the room, chances are one of them is already losing muscle at a dangerous rate. And the scariest part? Most people don't even notice until something dramatic happens. A fall, an injury, a sudden inability to do something that used to feel easy. But you don't have to wait for that. You can act now. And in this video, I'm going to share with you how something as simple as what you eat before bed can change the way your muscles respond, how your body repairs, and how strong you stay. Let's begin with the first truth you need to understand. Your muscles are built, repaired, and maintained while you sleep. During the day, as you move, walk, lift things, or even just climb stairs, tiny amounts of damage occur in your muscle fibers. That's normal. It's how the body works. But the magic of repair doesn't happen while you're awake. It happens when you're asleep. Deep in the night, your body sends signals to rebuild, to lay down new muscle tissue, to restore what was worn out during the day. But here's the catch. Your body can only do this if it has the right raw materials available. Without them, your muscles don't rebuild, they break down. Imagine a carpenter trying to fix a broken chair, but you don't give him any wood, no nails, no glue. What happens? He can't repair the chair, he just leaves it broken. That's what happens in your body if you go to bed without the right nutrition. Instead of repairing, your body simply lets the damage accumulate. Night after night, year after year, and suddenly you wake up one morning realizing you can't stand up from the couch without pushing on the armrests. Now here's where things get interesting and hopeful. Science has discovered that eating the right kind of foods before bed can dramatically improve your muscle repair overnight. In fact, older adults who eat protein-rich foods before bed build 25 to 30% more muscle overnight than those who don't. That's not a small difference. That's life-changing. Let's talk about one of the most powerful bedtime foods for seniors, eggs. You might be surprised to hear that something as simple as an egg can have such a big impact. But eggs are one of nature's most perfect protein sources. They contain all 9 essential amino acids in exactly the right balance your body needs. And one of those amino acids, called leucine, is like the ignition key for muscle repair. Without leucine, your body doesn't get the signal to build muscle. With it, your muscles wake up and start repairing. Now, let me tell you a quick story. There's a man named Henry, 72 years old. He loved gardening. But over time, he noticed that pulling weeds, bending over, and even carrying small pots became harder. He wasn't in pain, he just felt weak. His doctor suggested he increase his protein intake, especially before bed. So Henry began eating 1 or 2 soft-boiled eggs in the evening. Within weeks, he felt stronger in the mornings. It wasn't a miracle, it was simply giving his body the building blocks it had been missing. But here's the thing, how you cook your eggs matters. Fried eggs, loaded with cheese and butter, can actually slow digestion and disturb your sleep. The best way? Soft-boiled, poached, or even mixed into a light egg salad with Greek yogurt instead of mayonnaise. That way, your body gets the protein quickly and efficiently. Eggs are also a rare natural source of vitamin D and vitamin B12, both of which are crucial for muscle and nerve health. Many seniors are deficient in vitamin D, and studies show that low vitamin D is directly linked to muscle weakness and falls. So by eating eggs before bed, you're not just fueling your muscles, you're protecting your balance, your coordination, and even your independence. Now, some of you might be thinking, but what if I can't eat eggs, or I just don't like them? Don't worry, eggs are just one example. The real point is that your body needs protein before bed. It doesn't matter if it's eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or even a high-quality protein shake. What matters is that you're giving your muscles the amino acids they need at the exact time they need them most, while you sleep. This brings me to another powerful pre-bedtime food, almond butter. Yes, almond butter. A spoonful of this smooth, nutty spread can make all the difference. Why? Because almond butter isn't just protein, it's also packed with magnesium. And magnesium is the mineral your muscles depend on to relax. Without enough magnesium, your muscles stay tense, cramped, and restless. That's why so many people experience leg cramps at night. It's not just dehydration, it's a magnesium deficiency. Imagine lying in bed, finally drifting off to sleep, and suddenly your calf seizes up in a painful cramp. You jump up, rub it, stretch it, and eventually the pain goes away, but your sleep is ruined. Sound familiar? That's your body crying out for magnesium. And almond butter delivers it in the perfect way. Slowly, steadily, and paired with healthy fats that keep your blood sugar stable all night long. Here's another story. Margaret, 68, often woke up 2 or 3 times a night with leg cramps. She thought it was just part of aging. But when she added a tablespoon of almond butter to her evening routine, sometimes on whole grain toast, sometimes stirred into a little warm oatmeal, her cramps nearly disappeared. She woke up rested, her muscles calm, and her mornings were no longer filled with that awful ache. This is the power of food. Not pills, not gimmicks, just simple, natural food, eaten at the right time. Now, I know what some of you may be wondering. Isn't it bad to eat before bed? Doesn't that cause weight gain? That's a common belief, but here's the truth. What you eat matters far more than when you eat. A bowl of ice cream before bed? That's going to spike your blood sugar, disrupt your sleep, and probably add inches to your waistline. But a soft-boiled egg, a small serving of Greek yogurt, or a tablespoon of almond butter? Those give your body steady fuel without spikes, and they feed your muscles all night long. The key is to choose foods that are light, easy to digest, and rich in protein or minerals your body needs. Think of bedtime eating not as late-night snacking, but as your body's most important repair meal of the day. And let me remind you, your muscles are not gone forever. Even in your 60s, 70s, and 80s, research shows that you can rebuild muscle mass if you give your body the right fuel. I want you to picture yourself a year from now. Imagine waking up with stronger legs, more stable balance, and the energy to do the things you love, whether that's walking in the park, gardening, or playing with your grandchildren. That future is possible, but it starts with the choices you make tonight. So tonight, when you're about to go to bed, ask yourself, have I given my muscles what they need to repair? If the answer is no, grab something simple, a boiled egg, a spoonful of almond butter, or a small bowl of Greek yogurt. It doesn't have to be fancy, it just has to be consistent. Because consistency is what turns small choices into life-changing results. We've already talked about how eating before bed isn't about indulgence. It's about giving your muscles the tools they need to repair and grow stronger. Eggs, with their perfect amino acid profile, and almond butter, with its magnesium-rich calm, are incredible bedtime allies. But we're only just getting started, because there are more foods that can protect you from waking up weaker, more foods that can help you rise from bed with steady legs, and more foods that can literally slow down the ticking clock of muscle loss. Now, let's talk about something unexpected. Something that many people think of as a simple fruit juice, but which science has revealed to be one of the most powerful natural recovery tools for seniors. I'm talking about tart cherry juice. At first glance, tart cherry juice doesn't sound like a muscle food. It's a drink, a little sour, maybe something you've only seen on health food shelves. But don't let its modest appearance fool you. This deep red liquid is loaded with compounds that fight inflammation, soothe sore muscles, and most importantly, improve your sleep. Remember how we said earlier that your muscles repair while you sleep? That means the quality of your sleep is just as important as the nutrients you take in. If you're tossing and turning all night, waking up every hour, or never sinking into deep sleep, then your body misses the window when real repair happens. Tart cherry juice changes that. You see, tart cherries are one of nature's richest sources of melatonin, the hormone that signals your body to sleep. And unlike melatonin supplements that can sometimes leave you groggy in the morning, tart cherry juice provides a natural, gentle boost. It doesn't knock you out. It nudges your body into deeper, more restorative rest. Let me share a story. Janet, 74, had been waking up 5 or 6 times every night. Her doctor even prescribed eeping pills, but they left her feeling foggy and unsteady the next morning. Then she learned about tart cherry juice. She started drinking a small glass, about 8 ounces, half an hour before bed. Within 2 weeks, she noticed a change. She wasn't wide awake at 2 in the morning. She wasn't dragging herself through the day anymore. And best of all, her legs felt less sore in the morning. That's because her muscles were finally getting the uninterrupted time they needed to heal. But it's not just about melatonin. Tart cherry juice is packed with anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that reduce inflammation. That means if you've been feeling stiff, sore, or achy in your joints or muscles, tart cherry juice can help calm that inflammation and make recovery easier. In one study, older adults who drank tart cherry juice for just 10 days reported a 34% reduction in muscle soreness and faster strength recovery after exercise. And that's the beauty of it. You don't need to run marathons or lift heavy weights to benefit. Even if your exercise is just walking, gardening, or gentle stretching, tart cherry juice helps your body recover and feel stronger for the next day. Now I know what you're thinking. Isn't juice full of sugar? And you're right to ask. Many juices on supermarket shelves are loaded with added sugar. That's why you need to look for 100% pure tart cherry juice, unsweetened. No blends, no sugar added, just the real thing. Yes, it's a little sour, but that's where its power lies. If the taste is too strong, you can always dilute it with a little water or mix it into a bedtime smoothie with protein powder for an extra kick. So if you want calmer sleep, faster recovery, and less morning stiffness, consider tart cherry juice your evening companion. Just 8 ounces before bed could be the difference between waking up weak or waking up ready. Now let's move to something even smaller but perhaps even more powerful, pumpkin seeds. They might not look like much, just little green seeds you scoop out of a pumpkin. But don't underestimate them. Pumpkin seeds are nature's mineral treasure chest, and they're especially important for seniors fighting muscle loss. Here's why. Pumpkin seeds are one of the richest natural sources of magnesium. And as we said earlier, magnesium is crucial for muscle relaxation. But it doesn't stop there. Pumpkin seeds also deliver zinc, which supports nerve health and immune repair, and plant-based protein that fuels your muscles with essential amino acids. Just one handful of pumpkin seeds, about 1 ounce, can provide nearly 40% of your daily magnesium needs. That's extraordinary for such a small snack. And unlike pills that may pass through your system without being absorbed, the minerals in pumpkin seeds are bioavailable, meaning your body knows exactly how to use them. Let me tell you about Harold, 69. He was experiencing restless legs at night, those uncomfortable twitches and spasms that kept him awake. He tried stretching, he tried different positions, but nothing worked. Then his daughter suggested he try pumpkin seeds. Skeptical but willing, Harold began eating a small handful each evening. Within a week, the twitches eased. Within a month, they were almost gone. His sleep improved, his mornings felt calmer, and his mood even lifted. All from a simple, natural snack. Another hidden benefit of pumpkin seeds is their effect on sleep hormones. They contain tryptophan, an amino acid your body uses to produce serotonin and then melatonin. That means pumpkin seeds not only calm your muscles but also help regulate your sleep cycle. When combined with tart cherry juice, they create a powerful 1-2 punch, deeper rest and calmer muscles. And let's not forget they're healthy. Fats. Pumpkin seeds provide plant-based omega-3s, which reduce inflammation, support heart health, and improve circulation. For seniors, better circulation means your muscles and nerves get the oxygen and nutrients they need to stay strong. The best part? Pumpkin seeds are easy, no cooking required. You can eat them raw, dry roasted, sprinkled on yogurt, blended into smoothies, or even stirred into a little oatmeal. Just make sure you choose unsalted, natural seeds, not the ones coated in oils and flavorings. Think about it. Something so simple, so inexpensive, and yet so powerful for your muscles, your sleep, and your overall strength. This is the kind of quiet nutrition that keeps you steady on your feet, day after day, year after year. Now I want to talk about one of my personal favorites. It's creamy, it's tangy, and it has a long history as one of the most effective bedtime foods for seniors: Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is not just a snack, it's a muscle-building powerhouse. 1 cup of Greek yogurt contains nearly 20 grams of high-quality protein, but what makes it truly special is the type of protein it contains. You see, Greek yogurt provides both whey protein and casein protein. Whey protein is fast digesting. That means it goes to work almost immediately, giving your muscles a quick boost of amino acids to start repairing right away. Casein protein, on the other hand, digests slowly, releasing amino acids steadily over the course of several hours. Together, they create the perfect balance: immediate repair plus long-lasting fuel. For seniors, this is especially important. Your body doesn't absorb protein as efficiently as it used to, so you need steady, prolonged delivery. Greek yogurt provides exactly that. Take Linda, 66. She had been feeling weak in the mornings, struggling to get through her daily walk without fatigue. She started adding a small bowl of Greek yogurt with a few berries before bed. Within weeks, she noticed a change. Her legs felt less heavy, her energy lasted longer, and she even felt sharper mentally. Why? Because the protein in Greek yogurt was feeding her muscles all night long, while the probiotics were improving her digestion and nutrient absorption. Yes, that's another benefit of Greek yogurt: the probiotics. These friendly bacteria help keep your gut healthy, which means your body can actually absorb and use the nutrients you're eating. A healthy gut equals a stronger body. Now you can elevate Greek yogurt even further by adding small muscle-friendly toppings. A teaspoon of chia seeds for omega-3s and fiber, a handful of blueberries for antioxidants, a drizzle of raw honey to stabilize nighttime blood sugar. Suddenly you don't just have a snack, you have a bedtime ritual that supports your muscles, your brain, and your sleep. But I know some of you may be lactose intolerant or simply don't enjoy yogurt. Don't worry, cottage cheese offers a similar benefit. It's rich in casein protein and leucine, making it another excellent nighttime food. The texture is soft, the digestion is gentle, and it provides exactly what your muscles need for slow, steady repair. So here's what we've covered in this part: tart cherry juice for better sleep and recovery, pumpkin seeds for minerals and relaxation, and Greek yogurt for steady protein delivery. Each one of these foods works in its own way, but together they form a powerful defense against muscle loss. Remember, after 60, your body is in a daily battle against sarcopenia. The question is, are you giving your body the weapons it needs? Or are you going to bed unarmed, letting muscle loss creep in while you sleep? When you make these foods part of your nightly routine, you are not just eating, you are investing. You are investing in stronger legs, steadier balance, calmer sleep, and the independence to keep living life on your terms. So the next time you stand in your kitchen at night, don't think of it as snacking. Think of it as preparation for a stronger tomorrow. We've already explored some of the most powerful bedtime foods you can use to protect your muscles and wake up stronger. Eggs, almond butter, tart cherry juice, pumpkin seeds, Greek yogurt, and cottage cheese. All of them give your body critical nutrients right when it needs them most, at night while you sleep. But now we've reached the most important part of this journey, because there is one ultimate combination that science has shown to be so effective, so powerful, that it can actually reverse sarcopenia, even in people over 80. Yes, you heard that right. Not just slow it down, not just maintain, but reverse muscle loss. And it all comes down to a nighttime shake made of 3 key ingredients: whey protein, collagen peptides, and leucine. Let's break this down together. The power of whey protein. Whey protein has been studied for decades. It's considered one of the most efficient, high-quality sources of protein in the world. Why? Because it's loaded with essential amino acids and it's digested quickly. That means it gets into your bloodstream fast, reaching your muscles when they're ready to rebuild. For seniors, this is critical. After 60, your body becomes less responsive to protein signals. You don't just need more protein, you need protein that hits quickly and powerfully, and whey does exactly that. In fact, one landmark study showed that older adults who consumed 40 grams of whey protein before bed increased their overnight muscle building by 32% compared to those who didn't. That's massive. But whey alone isn't enough. That's where the second ingredient comes in. Collagen peptides, the missing piece. Most people think of muscle in isolation, but your muscles are connected to tendons, ligaments, and joints. If those structures are weak, stiff, or inflamed, your muscles can't function properly. That's where collagen comes in. Collage, N is the most abundant protein in your body. It gives structure to your tendons, ligaments, and cartilage. As we age, our natural collagen production declines, leading to joint pain, stiffness, and increased risk of injury. By adding collagen peptides to your nighttime shake, you're not just feeding your muscles, you're supporting the entire system that holds them together. In one study published in Osteoarthritis and Cartilage, seniors who took collagen daily showed noticeable improvements in muscle strength and joint stability within just 12 weeks. That means less pain, fewer injuries, and more freedom to move. Leucine, the spark plug. Remember how earlier we said that leucine is like the ignition key for muscle growth? Without leucine, your body doesn't get the signal to start building. With it, the entire muscle-building machinery switches on. Now, whey protein already contains leucine, but not in the amounts your body needs after 60. That's why adding an extra 2-3 grams of pure leucine powder to your shake is a game changer. In the same study I mentioned earlier, when leucine was added to whey protein, the muscle-building response in older adults doubled compared to whey alone. Think about that. Doubling your body's ability to rebuild muscle just by adding one small scoop of leucine. How to make the ultimate nighttime shake. It's simple. Take 1 scoop of high-quality grass-fed whey protein, 1 scoop of collagen peptides, and about 3 grams of pure leucine powder. Blend it with unsweetened almond milk or water. If you want, you can add a dash of cinnamon for blood sugar control or half a banana for potassium and natural sweetness. Drink it about 45 minutes before bed. That's it. No complicated recipes, no expensive gadgets. Just a simple shake that gives your body everything it needs to stop muscle loss in its tracks and rebuild while you sleep. Now, I want you to pause and imagine something with me. Picture yourself 1 year from now. You wake up in the morning, and instead of groaning as you push yourself out of bed, you stand tall and steady. You walk to the kitchen without feeling like your legs might give out. You can bend, reach, and move without fear. Maybe you even surprise yourself by picking up something heavier than you thought you could handle. That's the gift of giving your body the right fuel at the right time, and that's why I've shared these foods with you today. Because the truth is, muscle loss is not just about strength, it's about independence. When you lose muscle, you don't just lose the ability to lift or carry, you lose the freedom to live life on your own terms. Falls become more likely, recovery takes longer, and slowly, life shrinks. But when you protect your muscles, you protect your independence. You protect your ability to travel, to play with your grandchildren, to garden, to cook, to laugh, to dance, to live fully. A gentle reminder. I know it's easy to hear all this and think, well, it's too late for me. I'm already in my 70s or 80s. But let me stop you right there. Science has proven again and again that it is never too late to build strength. Even people in their 80s have regained muscle by following these strategies. Your body is always ready to respond if you give it the chance. Every day is an opportunity to choose differently. Tonight you can go to bed with nothing, or you can go to bed with the fuel that tells your body, repair, rebuild, renew. Which choice will you make? Final thoughts, from my heart to yours. As we close this video, I want to leave you with something simple but powerful. Aging is not about giving up. Aging is about focusing. It's about choosing what matters most and letting go of the rest. You don't have to chase youth. You don't have to pretend to be 20 again. What you can do is protect the body you have now, nourish it, respect it, and give it what it needs to thrive. Every soft-boiled egg, every spoonful of almond butter, every glass of tart cherry juice, every handful of pumpkin seeds, every bowl of Greek yogurt, every scoop of whey and collagen, that's not just food, that's medicine. That's your investment in tomorrow's strength. And you are worth that investment. So if you found value in this message, I'd love to hear from you. Share in the comments below. Which of these foods are you most excited to try tonight? Your experiences inspire others and your voice matters. And if you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to Senior Wisdom and hit the bell so you don't miss the next message. Your support helps us continue creating valuable content for seniors around the world. Remember this. Your muscles are not disappearing because of age. They're disappearing because of neglect. But you have the power to stop it. You have the power to rebuild. And it all starts with the simple choices you make before bed. So tonight, choose strength. Choose health. Choose you. Thank you for spending this time with me. This is Senior Wisdom, reminding you that aging isn't about fading, it's about shining brighter with every passing year. Stay strong, Stay hopeful, and I'll see you in the next video.